Good morning. Welcome to Hope's Devotion on this Wednesday, June the 2nd. Maybe you're like me and carry the weight of yesterday's mistakes on your back like a 10-ton load. It's hard for me to get past the what ifs and the shouldn't haves. If I had done this, things would have been different. If I hadn't done that, that situation would have changed. If I hadn't said that, feelings wouldn't have been hurt or the disagreement wouldn't have escalated. I was reading a devotion recently from a book titled Spring in the Valley, compiled by Miss Chase E. Cowman, copyright 1939. One of the devotions was taken from Matthew 6:34. Do not be overanxious about tomorrow, for tomorrow will bring its own cares. Enough for each day are its own troubles. I've taken slices of Bob Burdett's devotion to use today. Remember, this is 1939 or before, so the language is more poetic and a little different maybe than the way authors write today. He says, there are 2 golden days in the week, upon which and about which I never worry. 2 carefree days, kept sacredly free from fear and apprehension. One of these days is yesterday. Yesterday with its cares and frets, all its pains and aches, all its faults, mistakes, and blunders have passed away forever beyond my recall. I cannot undo an act that I wrought, nor unsay a word that I said. All that it holds of my life of wrong, regret, and sorrow is in the hands of the mighty love that can bring honey out of a rock and the sweetest waters out of the bitterest desert. Save for the beautiful memories, sweet and tender, that linger like the perfume of roses in the heart of the day that is gone, I have nothing to do with yesterday. It was mine. It is God's. And the other day that I do not worry about is tomorrow. Tomorrow with all its possible adversities, its burdens, its perils, its large promise and poor performance, its failures and mistakes, is as far beyond my mastery as its dead sister yesterday. It is the day of God's. Its sun will rise in roseate splendor, or behind a mask of weeping clouds, but it will rise. Until then, the same love and patience that held yesterday holds tomorrow. There is left for myself then but one day in the week, today. Any man can fight battles of today. Any woman can carry the burdens of just one day. Any man can resist the temptations of today. It is remorse for something that happened yesterday and the dread of what tomorrow may disclose that drives men mad. These are God's days. Leave them with Him. I journey but one day at a time. God, the Almighty and all-loving, takes care of yesterday and tomorrow. Julia Harris wrote, I heard a voice at evening softly say, bear not thy yesterday into tomorrow, nor load this week with last week's load of sorrow. Lift all thy burdens as they come, not try to weight the presents with the by and by. One step and another, take thy way, live day by day. Amen.